Well, I lost my way over and over again. It was all downhill, and I think of you, the shape of your smile now and then, and I need you still. This is all I seem to be, just to hold you near to me, and the memory of your face that leads me to a leading eye, leading eye, leading eye, leading eye.
I'm Alistair. I was diagnosed with motor neurone disease in July, end of July last year, 2010. And I want to tell you about Float to the Coast.
Well, I came to you, drowning in solace and truth, and you pulled me in.
Before I became unwell, when I was healthy, I used to like riding my bike, and I can't do that anymore, except in my head. But those memories are fading. Actually, I'm kind of losing the ability to remember those sensations of pedalling and getting out and riding my bike. And I wanted to do something similar, I suppose, to replace those fun times I used to have. The idea, I suppose, in a bit more detail, is to set off from here to Dorset, to the coast and back in a float, have a really good laugh, raise some awareness and a load of money for the Motor Neurone Disease Association. It's time to meet the float. Let's go. Come on. Here she is. If you look inside, there are absolutely no dials at all to tell you how fast you're going, how many volts or amps or whatever the currency is that you've got left. Just a few rusty switches and forward and back. That's about it. But goes surprisingly quick. Come around the back, let's have a look at what's going on around here. This rusty piece of nonsense is the charging box, so this converts our power, so we have to carry that around with us. It takes about 5 hours to charge up. If you live in the Dorset area and your lights suddenly dim one evening, it's because we're draining the national grid. Batteries are under here. I'd just like to point out the number plate. OR, OR. So nice, that's continuing the rural pastoral angle. So there's the float, 1974 Morrison Crompton. So float to the coast, Dorset coast and back in 6 days in a milk float with people cycling and camping, collecting money, raising awareness.
Chicken growing sour mouth and hey ho diddle dum day. So many pretty girls I can't count them. Hey ho diddle dum day. Well, my true love's blue, I'm daisy. Hey ho diddle dum day. If I don't get it, I'll go crazy. Hey ho diddle dum day, yeah. Go now.
You realise you tick fail everything.
I know, look at that.
Here we are. Started off discussing this idea in Al's back garden over there a few months ago, and now we're ready to go. I remember we started off, Al had this target of raising £10,000 and we all thought, God, we're never going to do that. And now we're up to whatever it is, way in excess of £20,000.
Hello. Hello. We're floating to the coast in the milkfloat. This is where the driver sits. Here and here there's a bullhorn, and here is the bunny rabbit, but we have gaffer taped to the front.
Things are going really well. I've had about 48 hours of feeling really nervous about the whole thing and not sleeping very well and having butterflies. But that all disappeared yesterday when we got the float over here. Jez and I drove it over, and she's running really well, and everyone's here, so we all seemed organised. I'm just sitting here doing nothing while people run around doing everything. So it all seems organised, and everyone's in high spirits, and the weather's going to be poo for the first few days, but that's good because we're part of the challenge, and we're all very excited. We're off in 20 minutes.
Finn started going down to the sea.
How's he getting there?
On the float? Yeah, on the float.
We are going to set off in a few minutes. We'll be going down through the village and then on the back road to Frome, and then we'll be stopping at Frome Sainsbury's. We're due to collect there between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So we'll rattle our buckets and make a little noise, collect some money. Can we just have 3 cheers for everybody, please? Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Years ago, metal men with thunder came and took our wives. They took our lives and pulled us under, and with the wrath of God they broke our will. Never the same again. We became from the sea.
Play the coast.
Thunder brought us to our knees. They brought disease and shook us under, and with the wrath of God they killed our pride. And never the same again. Now we hide, now we hide, now we hide.
We're at our first collection point, which is Sainsbury's in Frome. Someone's pinching my bum. And basically we've got a team of about 20 people, and we're going to rattle our tins and collect as much money as possible.
Motor Neurone Disease, nice knocker. Put it in the bucket. Give! Give!
Let's see if we can mug some people coming out.
John!
Come, cities built on years of plenty, shrines of gold, broken thrones of old sit empty. With the wrath of God they held our will, and never the same again. We remain, we remain, we remain.
me.
We would like to apologise for the temporary fault in transmission. Our camera crew failed to reach the coast, and therefore we have no footage of the milkfloat and cyclists at Lulworth Cove. In the meantime, here's a picture of a girl and some nice music.
Will this girl still run if we soldier on? Let's stick to our guns. Stop before the power's gone. Floating over days and seasons.
Welcome to Camp Bastion. No, we're at a hillside campsite. I think it's day Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? Day 4. It's been such a long yet short trip so far. I'm pleased that loads of family and friends have joined us. We've had people from America flying in, and friends from Switzerland have just arrived, having driven here for 2 days. So it's really good, it's brilliant. And if you just pan across the campsite, you can see people just mucking in, getting on with it. And here's Finn. Finn's actually been in the milkfloat quite a lot of the time. We didn't think we could. There are 2 seats in the front. We built an extra kind of little child seat, stool in the middle, and Finn's been riding up front in the milkfloat. Thank you, Finn. It's very good. So he's kind of been in charge of switches. He's been the flight engineer.
So far it has been really enjoyable cycling. Today especially was very good. Sorry.
Right, the best thing about this has been finding places to charge every night. That's been a real bonus, because otherwise it would be people on bikes to the coast and float in a garage somewhere, which would have been rubbish. The worst thing so far probably has to be camping, which is just shit. Can I say shit? Okay. I just hate it. I mean, we're of independent means. We've got enough money now. We're in our 30s. Some of us are in our 40s. So we've got enough money. We could have done this. We could have done this with a bit more style. And I think camping was a big mistake. Having said that, I'm delighted by this lovely campsite here. Fantastic facilities. Loads of people here. A good vibe. It's going to be a good night. Right, low down on the cyclists. Top female cyclist has to be Lucy Workman. It pains me to say this, but the girl's incredible. Nice arse as well. She's got a really nice bike, that helps, but she just steams on ahead. She's really good, really strong. The tandem has been a liability from time to time. People blaming each other. It's been a cause of fights, disputes, the tandem. The marriage wrecker, I call it, the widow maker. Geraint, king of the mountains, without a doubt. He's very understated cycling technique. You know, to look at, he's not much. He looks like a tramp basically that's been kicked through JD Sports. But get him on a bike, he's dynamite. He's absolute dynamite. Other people that have impressed, Sarah Medell. Not many people can make lurid pink look good. Sarah Medell can't either, but she gives it a go, bless her. Who else have we got? Who else? Me? You know, it's going to sound big-headed, but I think I'm probably one of Lucy. Back me up here. Yeah, I'm probably one of the best, one of the strongest cyclists. I try and mentally destroy people. I go over to yeah, I do, and I sledge people as I go past them. I just whisper things in their ear as I go past, a little bit, just nag at them, little bits of self-doubt, and just destroy them mentally. So that seems to work quite well. Margarita, pepperoni and a deep pan, ham and pineapple, please.
I knew that friends and family could get involved in either travelling along in the float with me, cycling along in the support vehicles. And that's the idea we've got at the moment, and I'm in the process of, along with a lot of help from people, of trying to get that organised, and I'm very excited about what we're doing with that.
On a day like today, all the endings disappeared, they dreamed away. The new regime was down and out. It sort of was, it never was, it could have been.
Thank you.
But I don't want to talk at all. Your bullet took my heart right through the wall. I don't want to talk at all. I don't want to talk at all. Into the night of green and gold, the systems would not die, their breath kept wheezing on. At every turn, just like the last, the dice are rolled, the engines warm, the tables turned. But I don't want to talk at all, 'cause your bullet took my heart right through the wall. No, I don't want to talk at all. I don't want to talk at all.
Thank you, the Swiss Alps. Up and down, up and down.
But I don't want to talk at all, 'cause your bullet took my heart right through the wall. No, I don't want to talk at all.
Excuse me, do you know where the pub is? It's difficult to talk about why, well, all the different reasons for doing this, and what difference the whole thing will make to me and others. So one of the main reasons is I want to raise a bucket full of cash, and that money is for the Motor Neurone Disease Association, so that they can fund the research projects that will rid the world of MND. That's the ultimate goal, to get rid of this horrible disease. So I suppose this is a bit of a documentary about me and Finn and Freya and Alice and the family and friends and everybody, really. Something positive which will last beyond me, and the journey we go on for those 6 days, but also the kind of the lead up to it, and what we do as a family and as a group of people to make it happen, and also to see how that affects us, and how that affects us when we've done it, and that sense of achievement and accomplishment that's part of doing it as well.
Black is the colour you've painted in my innocent heart, dragging me out of the sunlight and into the dark. I couldn't pretend to enjoy what I saw, I couldn't disguise I was left wanting more, not the same of your beautiful name. Tremors envelop my body when thinking of you. Medicine can't even reverse all the bad things you do. My muscles are weak and my bones misaligned. You came to my bedside, but only to make sure I signed. Now you've left me behind. So long the life I planned, written in the sand, washed out by the tide. There's nowhere left to hide, lying side by side. Everything I have amassed now is given to you. All of the things that I promised I'd never renew.
Well, Float to the Coast means lots of different things to everybody here. And obviously one of the most important reasons why we're here is to support Al and his family. And I kind of feel like we're the inner sanctum that are here, all the friends around the families. And I think for me, as well as feeling able to do something really positive, I think it's shown through the week, it's kind of shown the different strengths that everybody in the group's got. And I've said this to Alice, that I think that we've kind of assigned ourselves different kind of communal roles, and there's been lots of camaraderie and lots of kind of general helping without necessarily people needing to point it out or ask for help. And it's like a bit of a kind of culture, community that we've created, man.
I think it's been an amazing week. When Al first mentioned the idea of getting a milk float, the kind of logical part of me thought, what a ridiculous idea, and £3,000 on a milk float just seemed crazy. But yesterday when Al and I were sitting on the float together, thinking, you know, this is actually happening, we're actually sitting in a milk float, we've got all our friends behind us cycling. Kind of had to pinch myself and think this is fantastic, and it's building up fantastic memories for me and for the kids. But it's been amazing, and Al said the best part about it has been sitting in the milk float, going along, being part of the action, watching everyone cycling, and he's really, really loved that. I think he's found the evenings, he's looked around and absolutely loved that so many people have turned up. It's been incredible. But he has felt quite sad, and Al is such an active person. He would have been, you know, busy doing this, putting up tents, and so it's that feeling of frustration of not being able to do that. But to me, just him being there, he gets everyone motivated. He's the reason that everybody's here, and that people have come from Switzerland and America to be here, which is just incredible, absolutely incredible. I just feel really honoured that so many people have turned up for us, and I just think it's going to give us real strength that we know that we've got this group of friends behind us and that can keep us going through this.
Okay, from America to see Al, didn't I? It was alright, it was my mate, so I had to come over. I didn't want to, but my wife made me. She said, no, you gotta go now, so I did. That's about it. close up. Get off me.
Not all of it.
The night was full of sirens, insidious and violent. They kissed the pain away. You cared too much for danger, and I was just a stranger. Fashion couldn't change. No, your restless life means nothing to me now. No, your stupid style means nothing to me now. I've done the work of many, but I have only pennies to put around my heart. I told you I was waiting, but I'm endlessly frustrating, and now I've played my part. Oh, your wasted lives mean nothing to me now. Oh, your stupid style means nothing to me now.
I feel relieved. Relief. That's my main feeling. And very happy. We had an amazing turnout. Coming up to the hall was brilliant, seeing everyone, and big cheer and round of applause. So I feel very proud of everyone for all their efforts, and relief that nobody died.
Moving on to new horizons, you go places I don't know. Said we'd better keep our powder dry. Moving past the new religions and the faces once so deep. Said we'd better hold our
Oh no, tiny!
Where did you get the idea?
With Dad, I had an Coke float because it's floating a Coke.
Well, Coke float is a really cool drink. It's always on a float. It only can get high
survivors, survivors. Made mistakes they cannot undo. Broken pieces of our lives. Said they'd left, but they did not say why. Talking about my
we'll go up in increments of probably £5 or £10 until we get to the hundreds, and then we'll go up in 50s probably.
know when I do, I'll hold my head up high.
Hammer's going down. Going down.
First, can I just thank everybody for coming here this evening. It's been the most amazing evening. I really want to start by thanking everyone who drove a float, cycled, provided a support vehicle, cheered us along the way, saw us off, saw our return. Everybody who was involved in the last week, thank you very much. Thank you, very, very generous people for donating, and thank you very much to all people who offered their items or services to the auction. Thank you. I need to thank my mum and dad for their amazing support in the run-up to this week, and particularly during this week, for running around like blue-arse flies, helping everyone, racing around, being a support vehicle and supporting everyone, doing all the things that I'd forgotten to plan at the last minute. So sorry if I got a bit shirty, but I didn't think of everything. Thank you so much for your help. Okay, the next group of people get little mementos for their help.
I'm the horse that fell from the carousel. I'm the raindrop lost on its way down the window. The wrinkle shines in the wishing well, like a promise to be held in the wake of this now. I'm the answer up in the blackened vault. I'm the filament bulb that you shake by your ear when the light's gone bad and they call a halt. Like a promise to be held in the wake of this now. Three tall ships running aground, no beacon lit, no soul is found, and if all we have is the wisdom of clowns, and no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away. The collapsing wave that fell into the springtime. Meantime, there's an ice cream van at the gates of hell, like a promise to be held in the wake of this now. Three tall ships running aground, no beacon lit, no soul is found, and if all we have is the wisdom of clowns, then no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away, no one rolled the stone away. Three tall ships running aground, everything compelling me to stick around, but if all I've left is the wisdom of clowns, roll the stone away, roll the stone away, roll the stone away, roll the stone away, roll the stone away.